Should I interfere in someone else's conflict? Is it worth interfering in someone else's conflict? What if we are talking about two close people who suddenly became extremely aggressive towards each other? The question, you see, is not easy. From early childhood we are taught that we should not interfere in other people's quarrels. Of course, in childhood we do not realize this, but such a recommendation has a lot of rationalism. Why does a person want to intervene in someone else's conflict? Most often, this desire arises from the fact that a person is deeply convinced of his own impartiality and diplomatic skills. It seems to him that he will be able to reconcile the disputants in no time and the situation will normalize. You may be surprised, but this practice in most cases gives the opposite result. Why shouldn't you take on the role of peacemaker? At a minimum, because you cannot know all the details of the situation. You cannot know all the undercurrents that triggered the conflict. Plus, you have no moral right to interfere in other people's relationships. Who can do this? For this purpose, there is a special person who makes sure that the conflict develops environmentally and lawfully, a mediator. This specialist has professional conflict management skills and has the appropriate education. What qualities does a mediator have? First of all, it is a neutral attitude towards both parties. This is complete impartiality and absolute confidentiality. Both parties to the conflict can be sure that everything said will not go beyond the boundaries of this situation. The mediator is equally respectful towards both people. He knows how to maintain a respectful tone throughout the conflict and make sure that the entire process is transparent and fair. Is it worth intervening if a conflict breaks out between close people? This is a difficult question, the answer to which will depend on the specific situation. But I am inclined to think that no, you should not interfere in a conflict between close people. Believe me, it will be extremely difficult, almost impossible, for you to maintain neutrality. Sooner or later you will take someone's side, and then it will be a conflict between three people. Family conflicts must be resolved in a psychotherapeutic consultation. A specialist will help participants in a quarrel express their feelings in an environmentally friendly manner, and then the conflict will be as fruitful as possible.